What's good, everybody? Witam widzów. Um, and today we have a very exciting day because it's, if you don't count yesterday, it's day one of Edge of Eternities on Modo. At least for us, Euros, because it was released yesterday at 7 p.m. So technically, yesterday evening was day one, but today we have the first full day of Edge of Eternities, and I'm starting it off with Pauper, and the most exciting card for Pauper in quite a while, which is Cryogen Relic. I expect this card to be insanely strong, uh, potentially creating whole new archetypes, um, or at least slotting into many decks and maybe revamping many decks. Played the blue-black familiar deck that I that I shown yesterday on stream. Played this deck in my locals yesterday. It didn't go very well. I think the main problem with this deck is that it's not very good against red decks compared to blue-white familiars. Turns out that having an O4 that gains life on every spell and can't be pyroblasted is actually pretty insane against red decks. But Relic was very impressive, and I ended up drawing a lot of cards with it, which makes me question how good, or like, it begs to ask the question whether it's a better card advantage engine than like Monarch, for example, or some other ways to accrue cards. Like if you go to the blue-red Scred deck, maybe you cut terrors from it finally, and you cut some of the Monarch cards, and instead you're just playing relics and ghostly flickers and maybe some Muldrifters. Who knows? We'll see. It's a very exciting time for Pauper, I think. And I'm gonna be starting with this list of blue-eyed familiars, a deck I've played a good deal recently. It's inspired by Gregorio Galeotti. It's a list that Skura sent me. From this person on Twitter, Gregoriusil. It looked pretty great, so I decided to give it a go. Like, it's not one-to-one that list. I've made some changes that I deemed profitable. For example, I'm a known Azorius Chancery hater, so I only have two. I've added one foil because I think it's a nice card to have as a one of an deck that draws so many cards. So the main twist of this list is that it doesn't run Muldifter, but it has Jolted Awake that can rebuy Cryogen Relic and 4 flickers. And also Phalagi for a cheaper card you can blink. It looks interesting, so I will give it a go. So let's enter the Pauper League. I'm also gonna play Modern with new cards today. But for now it will be Pauper, and then I'm playing the Modern Challenge in 6.5 hours, but off stream. Okay, let's put on some music. Pierwszy, cześć Filip. Okej. I'm gonna keep this hand for science. I don't think it's very good. But it has potential. Okay, we have Cryogen Relic. Pretty decent. I'm gonna top both. Dziękuję bardzo, Filipek. Piękna sprawa. Now I'm drawing my Cryogen Relic. Ooh, Soundscape familiar. Okay. And next turn we win. Provided my familiar lives. Even if it doesn't live. That's actually pretty crazy. Even if my familiar dies, I win next turn. This is a place to tune the delusions, yeah. So game 1 and Jolted Awake already very, very impressive, Barczak. For what it's worth. But that I can actually mill myself. I don't have the land that the mortuary. So I have to hope that Murmuring Mystic is not the last card in my deck. And I guess we can guarantee that with a preordain. Okay. I have one Murmuring Mystic in the deck. But I also will snap their board. Why not? I guess snapping their board takes a lot of time. So I'll probably not do that. Where is this goddamn Mystic? Any two cards that are in Murmuring Mystic are going to the bottom of my deck with preordain. I swear there's a Murmuring Mystic in my deck somewhere. There we go. Riveting gameplay, I'm sure. I think I can play more of my creatures, I guess. There is no need to. Oh, okay, I'll just snap their board because why not? Yeah, I'll untap my lands and move to clean up. I want to leave an island in my hand for foil. No, if I time out, I time out. There's no easy mode on this channel. Just splash Charnapa. I thought about it while I was comboing off this turn. That I would just love to have Charnapawa in my deck. Charnapawa is Black Mage's Rod. Oh. It's a much nicer win con than Mystic. Po to, żeby mieć killa na modo. Yes. Play Street Denizen. But Denizen is a creature. Jolted Awake w Denizenka. Jolted Awake w Pałę? Chłopie. Maybe there's a blue creature with the Pała text. There are none such cards. Sadly. I've played the blue-black Nightscape Familiar deck yesterday. Yeah, it was a bit too bad against red, I think. Against my opponent's deck, I just think I don't sideboard. Maybe Denizen is najlepszy. O, to jest fajne. Na pewno był to jakiś bardzo mądry gracz. No, I have a 1/4. Easy. Okay. Drawing two of the most overpowered cards in the format. Nice. Crank era is a simpler times. Was the simpler times. I agree. Big rare. Big rare. I think my opponent is physically unable to win this matchup. other than on time. Yeah, Spellbomb is not bad. Can't block. Let's play my land first. Good morning, Mr. God Duct Tape. McDonald's. Should just attack with everything. I draw a Mystic, which is what I needed. I'm gonna discard one island and probably Lorien. Jolted is probably nice. Okay, I'll try to go off this turn. I don't know if I will succeed, but I'll try. Should have blinked the wrong thing. Should have done this. No. Okay. Yeah. Everything's good. So now I can. I don't have enough mana because I fucked up. I can do this. Yes. Then I can play this. And I'll just pass. Hopefully my opponent won't draw anything too good. I'll just soft combo a couple turns in a row. That's a pretty good draw. Okay, that was a good draw. Farms on model is definitely very zzz. I'll keep this island in my hand so I can foil. Okay, so now I can do this. So that's just I can do this infinitely. So I'll just bounce all their creatures and start attacking. this point I might as well click. Just let that resolve and kill them next turn. Have one card in hand. And I can just foil whatever it is. I hope it was worth it, Oral Harmonics, to waste so much time from both of our lives. Yes. Now we have lista frajerów. Like, if you're playing in a high stakes tournament on Modo, like PTQ or Super Qualifier or Showcase or something like that, feel free to try to time out me. I get that's the part of the client. But when we are playing just a regular league, do you think it's really worth to take all that time from both of our lives for like few bucks? I don't think so. So yeah, if you try to time out people in the league, you're going on losers list in my book. Okay. This hand has no untapped lands, so it's going back. If it has no untapped lands, or no lands at all, I send it back. As Michael Scott once said. Or something like that. They want lands in my hand. If the lands are in my deck instead, I send it back. Maybe stakes were high enough for them. It's my naughty list, and I will judge people accordingly to my beliefs. Jolted Awake tak oddaje. Że zaraz będzie jakaś taka turka niesamowita. Killing my creature. Opponent thinks, no elo Jacek. My opponent now thinks, oh, I'm in such a good position. And then you go, kurwa. I can do so many different things. The world is your oyster, as they say. I think I like bouncing this, untapping my lands, and playing Cryogen Relic. Just to draw some extra something. Synthesizer is okay. Huh? Getting a bit low on life, but it's all good. It's all good, Czaterunskis. It's all good. They want to do that? Nah. I can just wait. Synthesizer, Clockwork Percussionista. Okay. Okay, now I block. Block like this. And he's good. We go to damage. Ooh. Ooh. Is this enough? Is this enough? Okay. So. Yes, I start with this. Yeah, I think so. Yes. And I get infinite life, which is very nice. Infinite life, okay. Just like Barczak taught me. Uh-huh. Nope. First I do this. Then I do this. I can even cast Jolted on Falagi, see what's up. Maybe I hit a High Tide. Something. I'll just get Lorek. And I'll pass. Okay. 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 Opponent is just unrelenting. One card that I don't know in hand. Ooh, High Tide. Does High Tide change anything? Not really. I think I'll just draw cards. Ooh, 2 High Tides. Might be pretty decent next turn. Okay. One of them dies, which is okay. Still draw deck. Nice. We already drew the... drew the... Możliwe, że miałem. Nie wiem. I'm probably going to Liverpool, yeah. There is a flight that costs like... 90 euros, something like that, from Poznan to Liverpool, Friday, Monday. And I might get some good accommodation. And if I do so, I'll definitely go. I'll just get a couple cards and be on my way. Okay, another Farms is nice. Another Archaeomancer is also nice. No, clicked poorly because the familiar betrayed me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that everybody... Some people shouldn't be allowed to play Pauper Leagues, I think. Okay, I'll just untap all my lands and pass the turn. And I guess I want to... I want to have both Snap and Flicker in my hand in the end.
It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch. Thank you so much for the raid, Sodek. Welcome all of Sodek's viewers. We are battling the clock with familiars. Just a lot of cutthroat opponents that don't want to concede whatsoever. Which is their right. I don't like that these birds aren't stacked for some reason. It's actually really tilting because now I have to click all the way through here. And they aren't stacked because of this nasty familiar, I think. The fact that I can't just move it on my board. It is our right to complain, yeah. Okay. 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 Finally, now they are stacked. I'll just draw 3 cards. All of these attack, all of these attack. This card too. Sure. I'm not gonna lie to you. Playing familiars is what we like to call kołchoz in Poland. Now, kołchoz is like... It's like gulag, a bit. It's actually not like gulag at all. Kołchoz is collective agrary, like agrary homestead. A nawet kołchoz w ten sposób. Basically means that you have to work really hard. It's like an anguish to go through it. Okay, I'll have Pyroblast. Because you can cut foil. I guess you can cut Prohibit. You don't want that much interaction, and Hydroblast is just better than foil and Prohibit. And then you can cut like Tune. Okay. Good luck beating this hand, Mono Red. Mono Red without a Uno drop. Chat. What in the world is happening? Not Uno drop. Now we'll outplay their Pyroblast by not giving them a target. Sure. Relic a bit annoying. But I think we'll manage. Don't want to expose my... don't want to expose my familiar to a bolt with Relic on board on their part. Nice Doran deck, indeed. Bro, just insane. Okay. Sure. A brother with mono red control. The only Wincon is your clock? It might be the case. The problem with this plan is that I think I just beat them in a fair fight. I got preordain. I think I will combo this game. Just draw a lot of cards. Dzień dobry, Ludrox. O, bycie młodym to jest takie oro. Nie, żebym ja wstawał super wcześnie. Yeah, I think you need 2 Mystics for Modo. Nothing to get back. Could mill Mystic. That's a good catch. I think I'll bounce this. So basically now what I'm trying to do this turn is to make them pop one of the relics. Okay, we have Mystic. It wouldn't force another pop, right? I mean, yeah, I guess it would. Yeah. True. Well, I think I'd rather have Lorien. Throw a bunch of cards. Yeah, Jolt is just overpowered. Clearly. Okay. Okay, so next turn I have 2 Hydroblasts to protect my Mystic. Should be good to go. Sure. That's 2 cards, right? I really want them to see 2 cards. Sure. I should have. I wanted to attack. Ooh, step through is nice. Can I crack Relic with no target? You mean without cards in my graveyard? Are we dead to mill? We might be dead to mill. I haven't realized I have so few cards in my deck. Oh, yes, you can crack Relic without target. Yeah. Okay. So I'll play High Tide. Mostly to have a card in my graveyard. Then I'll Bounce the token. Then I play Archaeomancer. Then I crack this. Nie podoba mi się super jakoś taka gierka, Sodek. W sensie jest to męczące po prostu. Są najzwyczajniej w świecie męczące. Okay, now we only have one relic to beat. Okay, I think I can cast one Preordain kinda safely. Don't want any card draw. God Pharaohs is okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah, I'll just crack this too. Sure. And we are comfortably winning now. Can just combo now. Do I need to combo? I think Ob is just dead in 2 attacks. That's enough for me. Yeah, just takes mental fortitude to do that. Like, it's very easy if you backseat. You play and you are under constant scrutiny of time. Yeah, it's just hard to see things. Especially since I'm new to the deck. Pauper leagues are hell. Playing as Heizen. Okay, Heizen is also a content creator. So I hope that they'll be reasonable and just scoop. That means that there's a chance that they will scoop. It might sound crazy, and I might be crazy, but I think stream sniping with familiars is minus EV because it just eats your clock too much. No, main deck relics? Come on, Heizen. Not like this, brother. Dreamstalker. Let's hacking go. Let's hacking go. It bounces your permanent. It's basically a blue core Skyfisher. It's 1/5. It's played in Legacy in Aluren. Heizen's deck also looks nice. Okay. How about we play another relic? I don't know. I didn't wait. I'm fine with discarding 2 hand size here. Like, for example, I don't think that God Pharaoh's Faithful is a particularly useful card in this matchup. Doesn't look like one. I'd also discard Jolted because they have 2 relics, but at least it cycles. Makeshift munitions. That's nice. Ghostly Flicker. Very nice. Try and get some value of Archaeomancer this turn, but... I was getting phased. Could have also cast Tune. This is basically blue lead the Stampede, yeah. Sure.
It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch. Thank you so much, True Hero, for the raid. Okay. Maybe something can be przyszmącone here. Let's start with High Tide. Ay. High Zen. Should have known better. It's not Infimana yet. So now I still have a land drop. I still have a land drop. Yeah, snapping my Archaeomancer is just Infi. Archaeomancer doesn't do anything yet. I think I'll start with Lorien. Ooh, okay. That should be enough. Assuredly. Should have bounced my own Phalaji. Oh, it's artifact or creature. Oh. But I still win. But it's my mistake. It's my mistake. How many flickers I have? Still have one flicker in the deck. But now that's just Infi creatures. Forgot that high tide is symmetrical. That's on me. That's on me. Pauper still has a lot of secrets for me. Navigator's compass. Schaman? That's not nice. I think I like Heisen's deck more than I like mine. I don't think I'm winning this game. Hydro's good. Probably. Maybe in smaller quantities. Jolted not great. Just Faithful is kinda whatever. Fraben Charm. Doesn't do that much. Maybe Negate is better than Hydroblast. Probably is. Yeah, people bounce Astrolabes in Modern. Yeah, but Astrolabe costs 1 mana. I think what La Doja means was that you get 1 card per mana, basically. Mystic Remora. Lol. Drink Pauper? I didn't know that it was common either. I guess we are not playing spells for a couple turns. Yeah. It's non-creature spell. Huh. Brother, in this case, I'll play this Archaeomancer. Fine. You can draw a card. Yeah, Bouncing Remora is pretty fucking cool. It's probably a sideboard card. One would assume. Okay. I don't really have way to deal with their creatures. What do I even do here? I guess I'll try to do this. I'll just have to try and go off on my turn. Okay, I'm gonna be right back because my girlfriend is going out to work in a few minutes. So I'll just say goodbye to her and I'll be back in a few minutes. I also have to refill my cup. Leave us with deck. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. So I think that Hisense deck looked insanely cool. Don't know about like particular card choices, but I think this is like something I thought about yesterday. Like blue-white bounce. Maybe playing red is free enough. That you want to. Siemaneczko Marcinek, leci świetnie. I'll keep this. My opponent has been playing familiars. According to MTG bot, so I'll think that's okay. Relic's nice. Another familiar is also quite nice. There isn't much interaction in these decks, so yeah. So now the coast is clear. To try and win. I think I can try winning this turn. First I can sacrifice this. Then I can cast this. Ooh. Is this enough? So I get back High Tide. Cast High Tide. I think that's enough, yeah. Oh no, that's not enough. Aye. I need to target a land here. I need to target a land here and start next turn or next loop. My bad. My bad. Still kinda new to farms. I try to play as fast as possible sometimes because it takes so long to win. Okej. Okay. Któryś z pauperowych kolegów, nie wiem, Frarek, Skóra, nie wiem, który z was tutaj jest jeszcze, pójdźcie na stream do Hajzana i zescreenshotujcie mu decklistę. Albo ogarnijcie link, bo fajnie wyglądał ten deck. Dzięki. Luzik. Już wysłałeś. Klasa. Bardzo dziękuję, Filip. Okej. Okay. What happens if I flicker Geomancer and I land, get back jolted? No, that doesn't do me get me anywhere. That doesn't get me anywhere. I think I'll just do this. And I'll get back Prohibit. Just through a snap, which is Not much. I'll just pass. Dziękuję bardzo, Franek. Okay, so they only have a prohibit here. This can't be prohibited. They don't have mana. Okay. Oh, they can have foil. They can have a foil. Okay. Okay. So what if I do this? I get back jolted. I jolt the Archaeomancer. Yes. I get back Flicker. I snap their creature. I flicker these two. Get back flicker, get back snap. Doesn't get me anywhere. Does not get me anywhere. I fucked up this game earlier. This is good that I have to flick it. Oh, they don't have to ephemerate it. Nah. Whatever, probably this, or even fuck standard bearer. Ah. Too late. Too late. Okay, this has lands. I can respect a person without stopping their first main phase while playing familiars. I'll just get tuned the narrative. I think it's fine. Now I'll get negate. I think I'll just draw cards. Nice. And next turn I can try to go off. Sure. This gives them more mana. Also grants me more mana. Should have used Prohibit. That's just disgusting UI. That the fact that birds doesn't stack for some reason, or don't stack. I just have to do this. I wonder why it is. Is it something in my option? Okay, now it's in two different rows. That's okay. I didn't even ask because they didn't say anything, so fuck. I targeted a wrong card. Hope you're proud of yourself, opponent. Well, this actually gets me back. So let's say it was Giga Brain play because now I can. Now I have foil. I'll get like 2 more tokens or something. I would like to for Modo to tell me how many tokens I have. Okay, what do I want to bounce now? Prohibit, negate. Probably negate. I'll just pass. Sure. Just letting it die. Don't care about it anymore. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna play farms for much longer online. It's just like you will time out from time to time, but every game is such a struggle. I'll keep this. It's good for paper. But I don't think I want to play it in the showcase or something, because then every person will try to time you out, as is their right. I don't think I'm gonna stream another league. To do some things today. There's a challenge in Modern that I want to focus on later on.
It's Brittany, bitch.
It's Brittany, bitch. Thank you so much, Heisen, for the raid and good games earlier. Your deck was very cool. Definitely will try out something similar later. Negazione is pretty good. So is Falagi. Oh, top. I won't play the land this turn, which I think is okay. I won't attack. Perfect, another negate. Now I think I'll cycle. Because I want to make my land drop. So getting Falagi to the graveyard is very nice. I think it's fine to... Yeah, I can't hold negate anyways. But also getting another white source is nice. Once again, I should have attacked. Hello, Otter. How you doing? Yeah, glad to have you here. Deep analysis, sure. I don't really care about their mana that much. Or their cards. I mostly care about their mana. Maybe wrongly so. Yeah, happy to help. Let's get Falagi. Oh no, this is Pauper. Okay. They will have to discard to hand size. Bunch. Or maybe they won't have to. It's Pauper fun to get into? I would say so. I've been playing a good deal of Pauper recently, and I've been liking the format. I'll take Cryogen Relic, I think. I'll take another Relic. Now I can untap. Okay, Snap is nice. I want to snap their creature. Okay, they F6'd. So I can try to go for a win. And I think I have the win. I definitely have the win somehow. Question is whether I'll make it on time. Okay. I'll do this. Get flicker. Triggered here this. Get flicker. Yield. Get flicker. Get snap. Snap one of the Falagis. Play land for turn. Flicker. Get flicker. Flicker this again. Okay. Here we have high tide. This. Get flicker. This. Okay, I'll just start. Get flicker, get negate. Get flicker, get prohibit. Finger just pass. With a handful of counter magic. Yeah, I'll prohibit this. Ok. Archaeomancer. Let's foil it. Have to discard one more card. Let's get this card. Negate. Okay. Relic. That costs 2. Okay, Archaeomancer. Get back. Negate. Attack. Muldrifter. Hardcast. Yeah, I don't have anything to do with this. This ephemerate. How about this? What do you think, opponent? I'll get back Flicker, and I'll get back... No! Fuck! I fucked up, because Traben Charm costs 2 mana. Ay. Fucked up. Okay. Okay. First of all, I can destroy this. Attack. And then I'll flicker these two. Get back Flicker. Get back Negate. Flicker these two. Get back Flicker. Get back Foil. Play a land. Probably wasting too much time. Can you fetch, please? Flicker and another Negate. Where's Negate? That's not great. Yeah, I'm losing this game on time. Could have played faster, definitely. You can't stun an untapped creature with it. Yeah, hope my opponent is proud of themselves. But yeah, it's probably the last league I play in with familiars in quite some time. How did you like the recent blue-white list I played tested? It was fine. It was definitely fine. I'm gonna play the blue-white flash deck today in the challenge. Playing this deck in the challenge today. Maybe I will change some cards in it, but more or less this is what I'm playing. You can screenshot it if you want. Mulligan. Yeah, just playing this on model is miserable. Not much else to say about it, I would say. Glorian. Definitely they will do that. How do I assess the new Riddler card? I don't think it's particularly great, but I might be wrong on it. That's high tide, I think. Should I have played the land pre-combat? Or like before? Before Relic rather, not pre-combat. That's not high tide. I don't know what it is. It's just like a control deck, blue-black control. This is probably Behold the Universe. I'm afraid I will draw more cards than your opponent. That's not great. I don't know if now I can make good on the promise of drawing more cards than my opponent. I think I'll bounce this. So I'll get back Falaji. Consider not taking a card with it, so it all worked out well. I'll get the flicker back. Play land, pass. Murmuring Mystic. Maybe. But I don't really want to play this game. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick and be right back. Okay. We'll have negate over God Pharaoh's Faithful and one removal spell. This kills Mystic. This can kill Thorn of the Black Rose. I guess they can have flashback cards, so let's have Traven Charm. Sure. Sand doesn't do much. But I think like it has lands, it has a cantrip. A bunch of good draws. I like, for example, Lorien is a good draw. Am I just getting monarched on this turn? That would be very bad. I like this music channel. Happy to hear that. Okay, let's start with preordain. Land on the bottom, soundscape familiar on the top. Let's bounce this. And I'll just draw some cards. Quad flicker. Holy. Since I'm 1 and 2, it's not true. I'm 2 and 2 in the league. It's not a bad draw. Snap is not a bad draw either. It sure would be nice to draw something I can flick. Should have attacked. It's clicked through. For no reason whatsoever. Sure. Okay. Kind of start to cycle through these flickers. No! Kurwa! I've targeted the wrong land. I want to target the whatever else land. That's not Azorus Chancery. Which makes 0 sense to target. It didn't go so poorly actually to target Chancery because it's still untapped. Or my landscape is still untapped now. Might be a good, potentially a good top deck. Okay, next turn can be big. Next turn can be real big. Lorien? It's Mystic. Okay. Ooh. Another high tide. Sure. Maybe I should have Lorient first. Probably should have Lorient first. Playing this game very well. You can think opponent and I'll buy consult with the star charts. In the meantime. Because they are only getting more expensive. Mystical teachings, okay. Speaking of mystical teachings, you can find our content at mystical-teachings.com. Mostly Sodek and mine, but also some other writers we have. I would urge you to check it out. Pretty quality content, if I might say so myself. Perfect, the last one. The last one I needed. Now I'll go to my second main phase. I'll draw 3 cards. I'll try to draw 3 cards. Okay, so I can either flick the monster and Cryogen Relic, I can flick monster land and get back negate. I think I like that better. I actually might want to tap for white. In case I draw a mystic. Or oh, I still have a land drop, fuck. That's pretty huge. Okay, so now if I find snap, ay. Okay, just pass. They can teachings from the graveyard. Maybe last turn. I was supposed to start with Preordain and then Traben Charm over Familiar because Preordain still costs 1 mana. That was bad. Playing really, really badly. For no reason whatsoever. But this deck is very fatiguing to play. Okay, Phalagy is something. Prohibit is not... Oh, I should have played the... Oh, the... Tapland probably. So I could have killed Mystic, but I think exiling their teachings is more important. I don't think these birds will kill me. Like, if the birds kill me, it's because I couldn't get anything done anyways. How many snaps I have left? Or Archaeomancers? I have all the Archaeomancers left, so 2 Archaeomancers left. 1 snap. A bunch of relics. A bunch of relics. Where were you earlier, Soundscape Familiar? When I needed you. Okay, that's 2 turn clock. So maybe I was off with my assessment. But still, they have another teachings. I think I was dead. Okay, here's Archaeomancer. That's the go turn. Hope they don't have anything, which is extremely unlikely, but maybe. Great. Okay. As I said, I'm not gonna play any more familiars, I think, on Modo. I think this deck is really good if you are playing in Pauper, but I just don't think it's worth it on Modo. Or at least it's not worth to grind leagues with it on Modo, I think. It's way too tiresome with how awful Pauper players are at conceding. Yeah, and I just don't want to do this. But if I had like a Pauper tournament, I would definitely consider playing this deck. I think it's really good. Jolted Awake was super fantastic, I think. Maybe super fantastic is a bit too much to say, but it was great. So what I'm gonna do now is try to build something similar to the Heisen's deck that I liked. Let's call it Jeskai Relic. Pauper. Jeskai Relic. I don't have a TXT sadly. So let's go with Cryogen Relic. Core Skyfisher. Glinthawk. And I think the deck can be this deck can very easily be a Jeskai deck. Okay, good to know. I think this can be a Jeskai deck. I think it also can be a blue-white deck. Makes it a bit better mana-wise, but also Cleansing Wildfire is a card that's like pretty alright at fixing mana, and getting red removal is great, and getting Pyroblast is great, I think. So also Dreamstalker. Let's put Heisen's deck on the other screen and build from this synthesizer. Relic of Progenitus. Main deck relics. Assume for mostly for spies. For spy walls. I'm gonna put 2 in the main deck. Not gonna be too crazy with it. Navigator's Compass. Now that's a card. I'm gonna put 2 Jolted Awake in this deck because Jolted Awake was really good. One Makeshift Munitions. Has 4 blasts, 4 bolts. So many lightning bolts, eh? One Clark Krark, Clan, Shaman. The main deck and some more in the board. One Shaman here, two in the sideboard. I guess having one Krark, Clan, Shaman in the main deck is fine. Okay, so the last three cards that were in Hisense deck were another Relic of Progenitus, one Mystic Remora, and one Foundry Helix. Because Foundry Helix is backed on mono, I don't want to put it in my deck. I don't think you need Discharge. I think I like both Blast and Bolt better, because this deck actually goes face. Cola Cacao said that Hyzen reported that on his stream, supposedly not gaining life. But maybe I will play it anyways. Still another way to sacrifice Relic. Okay, and now I need lands. So Rust Veil Bridge. However, is called the other bridge is Razor Tide and Silver Buff. Okay. Silver Bluff, sorry. I can spell Razor Tide. And some basics and Perilous Landscapes. I'll play one more land than Hyzen. Yep, I might very well play this deck next time I'm on the stream. And see how it goes. I might try to build a blue-white deck as well. Because a lot of tap lands is not something I enjoy. So maybe you can like copy this deck, cut the red cards, and maybe it can be like Traben Inspector. I don't own Traben Inspectors on Modo. What the hell? What's the other Traben Inspector called? Chat. Also Inspector? Novice Inspector. Okay. Then you can play the ninjas. 2-1 is Moon Circuit Hacker. Maybe you can play a deck that looks like more like this. Like the Inspectors, Glinthawk, Korsky Fisher, Moon Circuit Hacker, maybe Ninja of the Bowers. Who knows? Maybe you can play Metallic Rebuke in this deck. Seems okay to have some counter magic, but maybe it's not needed main deck. Anyways, I will have a lot of things to think about. Might be live tomorrow as well. Yeah, I'll probably be live tomorrow as well. And if not tomorrow, then Friday, maybe. Probably playing some more Pauper. Maybe I'll play... obvious comment here. I think one should avoid playing bad cards in a deck like Compass and Helix. Kinda agree. Kinda this fixes your mana. Is a 1-mana artifact for Glinthawk. It gains life in a format where red is like one of the most popular decks. I don't hate it. In Pauper, it's so often you have so much cards because your engines are so good at generating cards, but you don't have the time because you either don't have mana or you don't have life. So cards like that are like obviously not playable in like traditional constructed formats. Like for example, Campfire is like a great card in Pauper, or the 0-4 that is played in Familiars. It's another card that just gains life, but the format looks in a way that you just want these type of cards because that's how the games play out. It's just, yeah, I think it's just very different from like modern or standard or legacy or any other constructed format that people are accustomed to playing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with someone. Let's see who's Canister is streaming Hearthstone, so I don't really want to rate him. But nobody else is streaming Magic really, so let's rate Canister. And I'll see you when I see you, probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So as always, thanks for hanging out with me and see you. Do zobaczenia widzowie.